All right, guys, round two. Good news was just a cup that got dropped, no broken, nothing broken, all good. So, hey, y'all, this is Instinct Survivalist. Some of you know me as that. Some of you know me as Bill Reese, and some of you know me as Call Sign Papa Bear. I wanted to go through my EDC kit today, let you see what I carry on a normal basis. We'll start from scratch so that we can get it all in one video, and then, well, I can use it over and over because, well, that's just me. So let's look at this from the outside pack, from the outside looking in, and we'll go through the different pieces of it. There are some things I change out and I keep beside the bag depending upon where I'm going for the day, for the week, for the month, whatever it is. So I will go through some of those as well. So let's start with outside. So outside, we've got a Brunton compass with a thermometer. The thermometer sucks on this. It's basically broken, but I keep it there because I'm really too lazy to take it back just for a thermometer, right? The other side is a set of pace beads created, designed by Matthew Weatherington, I think it is, at Sanctified Weaving Company. So, hey, great stuff. The only thing I don't like about them is the fact that it doesn't have a top knot, so able to go with that 10th space, if you will, so I can count it that way. So it's just up, down, as opposed to up and then count, and then down, then count, going that route. But it's great stuff done with paracord. Matthew does a great job over there. Hey, tell him I sent you. Great stuff, and he may possibly give you a discount on that if you're interested. But again, it's all hand created. I did a review on these, and I cannot remember. He's got two kinds like this. One of them's a little bit brighter than these. I like these because it was a little darker. All right, I also have roughly about 20 foot of paracord as the handle, created on the handle. And then we go to the side. So on the side, I actually have an SE4. Sorry, crap. When was the last time I pulled it out? Yeah, SE4. I don't know why I got 3 in my brain. An SE4 and a ferro rod, a 1/2-inch ferro rod, because you got to start fires. So there's that. Flip it over to the other side. 2 extra mags for my handgun. Multi-tool Gerber multiplier pocket tool, and a number 5 100-pound S, not for climbing, by Night Eyes S-beater. So there's that. Looking on the other side, let me back it up a little bit, guys. So, for those of you that wanted to see extra mags, 2 extra mags with a quick release, so I can just take, pull, and pull. Gerber multi-tool, the number 5 S-beater from Night Eyes, and then you saw the SE. So there's that. On the front, we actually have the Cricket Free Range. Nice little pocket knife here. I say pocket knife. Let's just go with folder. I like it. I did a review on it a while back. It's on my blog, instinctsurvivalist.com. Yes, self-promotion. But it fits real nice. I love the grooves in there. And that's a Cricket, CRKT, if you will, Colorado River. I forget what the K stands for. Knife and tool. How about that? Right out of the chute. A nice little shemagh. All of my shemaghs, you can buy them as polyester blend. All of mine are 100% cotton, so that I can cut them up. I can use them for char cloth. I can use them for other things as well. But I do have and carry a shemagh for that. Outside pocket, or outside American flag, because America, and then Captain America, of course. So now let's look at the rest of this. I'm going to zoom in, give you a little better look-see, and we'll readjust the camera for you. All right, that should do you. All right, so let's look at what else is in the pocket. What we're going to do is we're going to go top, bottom, middle, and then back. One thing before we get in there, this is actually a pocket for a water system. I don't have one in here right now because I'm cleaning it. Secondly, I also have 2 of them, right? So I've got one that's normal, and I've got one that actually has a gel in it, so it will freeze and make it ice cold. It's becoming winter time. Not going to use it, so it's actually still in the freezer, deep freeze. All right, so let's go with top first. Again, based off of what I'm doing, things may change. I always keep some extra stuff beside it, and we'll go through that extra list in just a moment. But first things first, this is what I call my medical pocket. nitrile gloves for first responder first aid, some Celox that somebody gave me, proven on the battlefield, Celox first aid, pretty good stuff. And then wound quick seal, wound care kit, quick seal. I threw some of that in there because it is Celox granules as well. The main reason is if there is no way to get it stopped and you know you're going to get somebody to the emergency room, you want to use those to get the bleeding to stop, but it has to be washed out, if you will. Okay, so just as a by the way. A signaling mirror, one of the good ones actually that I got from a Ranger supply store, not too bad. It is still made in Taiwan, but it's a good one. I keep this little foam on there to keep it from getting scratched. I have a cold and sinus for me. My first aid kit, and this is for +1, if you will. So +1 being it's for me, and then the other side of it is if I need to, I can actually take and care for others. I've actually added a lot of stuff to this. I keep the case because the case becomes fairly waterproof, but I have added things in there. So stormproof matches, these are the UCO stormproof. I'm a fan. I actually won some in a contest from Flint and Steel Critical Skills Group. I said it right. Flint and Steel Critical Skills Group. This is a bigger package of that. And then stickers, because, well, kids love stickers, and when I get out on the road, sometimes I give these away. So there's that. All right, we'll put all these back in. Take me just a second. Side. And there's that. Okay, and I have a cold sinus. All right. Now in the lower pocket, this is when we start getting into the meat of it. This is the quick access pocket. In the lower pocket is where we start getting into some other things. I knew I was missing it. Almost went looking for it beforehand, but that's all right. So I've got my red line flashlight. This one's pretty good. Big fan of it. It gives me a lot of flexibility as far as brightness goes. You can see how it's going. SOS, strobe, bright, medium, keeps going down. All right, so there's that. It also does a focal lens. It's a bigger version of the Warlight, in my opinion. I'm a fan. The only problem I'm not a fan of is it's big, right? It's bulky. Pepsid and melatonin. If I got heartburn, which I get problems with often, there you go. Plus melatonin, which helps me sleep. I have a sharpening steel. It's a diamond, Lansky diamond sharpener. Pretty cool. Tighten up. It's also got the carbide piece in there as well. Carbide piece in there as well. And again, the diamond steel. Inexpensive, well worth putting in your kit. I also have a 4-in-1 combo tool, which is a rasp, a flat file, and then on the other side it's a rounded file and then a rounded rasp. Binoculars, Simmons binoculars, and then a I forget the brand name. It is a monocular. I've used that quite often. My dad got me hooked on that when I was younger. I like it. It's one of those things. And then inside, there we go, I have it's a old Home Depot gift card that's no good, but it has about 20 feet of Gorilla Tape attached to it, and I keep that in a pocket right here. Now, should I keep some other things in there? Maybe. You can add what you want to. You know, the question is what do I have in mind? So there's that. Go to that one. We're done with that pocket. Now we'll go to the middle pocket, and you'll see I'm trying to rush just a little bit because, well, a lot of time on camera, if you will. All right, so flagging tape, very beneficial, especially if you're doing search and rescue, especially if you're going in and looking for other individuals. You want to know where you've been. You want to make sure you mark it clear for landing zones, other people, things of that nature. 100 foot of paracord with a carabiner. Okay, just regular 550 paracord. This is military spec, by the way. Use this. I'm almost finished with that entire roll, but once that's done, who knows what, right? Some Coglins, whatever it is, Walmart specials is what I call them. Aluminum stakes, and I just recently added these in here because the main reason is they're lightweight, and I don't have to worry about making them. Can I make them in the field? Sure, of course. Zip restraints, reusable. Thank you for my buddy Maverick Knight. who gave me these. I had some bigger ones in there, but he gave me those as well. A Mora knife companion. Huge fan of this knife. It's one of my first bushcraft knives. Definitely a good one and definitely a keeper. I keep it in here just as an extra, or if I need it for something else. Down in the bottom is this. Now, I was given this years and years ago, but what it is, it's a mesh that is just a big sheet of mesh, and what it's designed for is it's designed for hiding and hunting. However, this being an urban kit and suburban kit, it may be one of those things where we use it for other pieces. I've got a gel pen, a Sharpie, a bandana, a notebook, and then a Ride in the Rain notebook, so depending upon what's going on, and then a small zip tie for when I need that. So that's all that's in this one. I'll put these back real quick. And then this goes bye-bye. All right, guys, the final pocket. What's in there before it gets to the root of everything else? Oh my gosh. Some of these are surprises to me, so good stuff. All right, I carry food, right? So this is spicy pasta. I've got 2 of those in here. Spicy pasta from with some air, Alpine Air. A Sniper's Veil, which is basically another shemagh. Toilet paper, hello. Need I say more? A 5x7 Mest Bushcraft USA tarp. A metal stainless steel water bottle, always stays full. Then there's an inside pocket in here as well. Well, guess what's in there? Basically, and I'll just cut to the chase. There's the stove I was looking for. But it is a mini Sawyer and all the parts. Okay, it's got the flush kit, it's got the extra bottle, instructions in case somebody else is using it, flush kit, mini Sawyer, and then the Vargo titanium stove. Now, this probably won't be in here much longer. I'm probably fixing to give this away. No, there's not a contest. A buddy of mine wanted one really bad. I don't use it. It stays here, so there's that. All right, so shove these back down in here. Now, what do I change out depending upon where I'm going? So depending upon where I'm going, I may change out a few things, and I certainly add more things. Number one of the things I add is my rain jacket, okay? So the reason I have that, and the reason it's not in here right now, is because it was raining and it's drying out, so there's that. Wool socks and underwear, all the underwear is being washed right now. I always keep an extra pair in here. Another first aid kit. The reason I use this one is because this one's my personal, right? It's got all my medicines. It's got the Pepsid. It's got the melatonin. It's got sinus pills. It's got eye drops. It's got nail clippers. The list goes on. I transfer this from bag to bag to bag depending upon what bag I'm using. This one always goes with me. So there is that. One other thing that I change out depending upon how long I'm going to be or how long I may possibly, right? Worst case scenario, I may either add to, or switch out from what was already in here. The reason being is because I can get this to last a little longer than just those 2 meals. I don't have a cup to create those, but I can actually add water to those in the packet. But then everybody knows about MREs. That's just the way it goes. So that's it, guys. That's the entire thing. I may add a couple other pieces. I mentioned the rasp. The 4-in-1 tool that gets added, but that's kind of it. That's kind of everything that I carry on a day-to-day basis, especially if I'm not just running to the store. This goes into the Jeep and or vehicle that I'm using. So, all right, fellas, if you're there, hey, thanks for watching. Thumbs up. If you're not there, I see I got 1 viewer. Thank you. I hadn't done live before, so I don't see the feed on this. Maybe if I click that, nope, that's me writing a comment. That's not going to help you at all. So, all right, fellas, thanks. Take care. Accomplished.